have moccasin shoes. They're a little bit high, though. They're leather. They're just leather.
Okay. Is this place where you're at familiar to you?
It is, but I don't recognize it.
What else are you wearing besides your leather shoes?
I got muscles.
You have muscles? Are you carrying anything in your hands? Or on your back?
I don't think so.
Are you wearing anything on your body?
I'm wearing it's about 1.5 feet piece of cloth by 6 wrapped around my waist.
It sounds like you're dressed very simply.
Yeah, I'm strong and I'm smart.
Strong. Are you male or female?
I'm a male.
Wonderful. Feel young or old?
I'm in my prime.
Yeah. Are you healthy, I take it?
Healthy as they come.
Yeah. Do you feel like you live close to here or far away?
It's a little bit of ways away from home.
Do me a favor and show me where you live. Describe the outside of your home. What's it like?
Got to get to a clearing, a small clearing. I see teepees.
One of the teepees your own?
I might be a chief.
Ooh.
I just know they always count on me.
People come to you?
The village, my village.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's my village.
Mm-hmm. It's a very big village or very small?
No. It's pretty small.
What's your role there as a chief? What do you do?
You don't have swords.
You don't have
We don't have swords. Spears.
spears. Okay. Are spears important?
Kind of. I'd rather eat from fruits and stuff than fish.
Oh. So you don't kill animals? Except for fish?
Only if we have to eat.
I see. Can you tell me what a normal day is like for
Just
you?
happy. Just happy. I'm happy.
You're happy. Wonderful.
One day.
What's making you so happy?
That's what I feel.
Yeah. Is there something happening on this day that's creating this happiness?
I think I went away from everyone just to be by myself. I'm back.
Let's go ahead and explore that.
Pretty sure when I started getting better, I'm pretty sure that I was pretty way in woods. Woods for sure.
You went there to be
But real
alone.
green woods.
Mm-hmm.
Real green.
New growth?
Yeah. A lot of growth. Just everything is perfect, and I just like to go away to feel perfect. To regather it myself, not because I need to, but just because I have to.
So you can feel that happiness.
Just feel gratefulness and not have to change my feelings. I can just feel gratefulness.
There's something about going out into the woods that allows you to do that on your own?
Yeah, just have to get away from everybody.
How come you have to be alone for that?
Just feels important. Just I need that time.
Yeah.
Everybody gets my most all the time. I have to give myself some time.
Is that how you're able to be so present for your tribe?
Yeah.
Well, tell me
I
about
am
your
the toughest, but I'm the most peaceful.
Oh. Have you been the chief of this tribe for a very long time? What do you see?
I'm not that old. I'm a lot bigger than I am now. I'm big.
Mm-hmm. What makes you chief? How did you assume that role?
I can't remember.
Do you have a family there?
Oh. I have more than 2 wives. There are women that are close to me. It's not a marriage.
Do you have any children?
Yeah.
Do they live with you or somewhere else?
I've lost some kids.
What happened? What's happened?
We had to leave from the big village. It's a group of us. It's not very many. There's maybe 20 or 30 of us.
Mm-hmm. Do you know why you had to leave from the big village?
We didn't agree with them. We were right.
What was
They were bad and primitive. They didn't care about life right.
Mm-hmm. Didn't have as much respect for life?
No. None at all. We don't kill.
How did they show their disrespect?
They like to fight war. They like to plunder.
They caused
They
suffering.
like to spend time to think of how they're going to go take.
So you and
I put my foot down at some point and I told them that we weren't taking no more. Oh.
Is that why you're the leader of these people?
Yeah.
You stood up for them? Stood up for yourself?
If I have to, no problem. They don't know where we're at, that it's peaceful. If they knew where we're at, they'd come for us and kill us.
What happened to your children?
I lost a few. I just left them behind. They're in the village still.
No, they didn't come with you.
I miss them.
What's your life like in this new, smaller village? What do you do from day to day?
Well, we found a pretty good place with a lot of food.
Good.
So we're not worried at all. It's springtime.
So plenty to eat for now?
Yeah. For sure.
Wonderful.
It's balanced. We're the healthiest.
Why are you so healthy?
Because we don't think like they do. We don't live out of hate. We don't live through that stuff. We're one with nature.
I'm curious, do you have any rituals or ceremonies that you perform as a people?
I don't see any rituals. I just feel like life is a big ritual.
Yeah. So you can
Life is a gentle dance.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. And the others in your tribe, they feel the same way?
Yeah, that's why they came.
Now that we have an idea of who you are, let's go forward to a day that's important, or a time where something meaningful is happening. Let's drift forward to an important day where something meaningful is happening. And tell me, what's happening? What do you see?
2 or 3 of the men, they found us.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what happens. Do you notice them?
I killed them.
Were you able to kill them?
I knew that they weren't going to be able to.
Still things to
I
do
know
to
I didn't
protect
have a
them.
choice.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
Yeah, so you had to protect your village.
They would kill the women and their kids.
How did you find them? How did you know they were there?
I was aware.
You had
I
some...
circled back on them.
Oh. You tracked them?
I cut them off.
Were you alone, or were there others with you?
They knew to be scaring me. I killed them.
Mm. What happened then?
I can't tell. I don't think. I feel I didn't live much longer after that.
And so that was maybe
That many years. Like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, so that was a formative event in your life. You didn't live very much longer after that. Let's go ahead and drift forward. Let's see the last day of your life as that man. You can drift away from those previous scenes and let's go forward to the last day in your lifetime of that man. Tell me, what's happening?
I'm sick.
You're sick. Do you feel like you're very old or still very young?
I'm not older. I feel bad though. I feel very sick.
What type of sickness do you have?
It's not hunger. I'm not sure.
Are you alone or are people around you?
People around me, they feel bad. Kind of in a hut. I'm in a hut. I'm in a big teepee. Kind of a real wide teepee.
Are there a lot of people there?
Kind of hidden and secluded. It's not a lot of people.
Not a lot of people? You know what's become of your village?
It's not easy. We're still going. It's not easy.
What do you think your village will do without you? Will somebody else be their leader?
It doesn't seem like it. There's no one strong.
Are you worried about them after you go?
A little.
Are you sick for a very long time? Or just a little while?
It's a bad fever.
No.
Yeah. It was fast.
Do you talk to your loved ones on this last day?
They come in and they go out. No big goodbyes. Because they thought I was going to make it.
At what point do you decide to let go?
I think it just overtook me.
I'm
not sure. I'm real worried for them. No.
What do they say to you? Anything important?
They've just always all the way relied on me. I didn't know I was going to die. I thought I was going to make it too. Oh.
What's it like when you leave your body?
Surprise.
You weren't expecting it?
Just remember, I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I was shifted.
What was the shift like?
I might have been asleep when I passed.
Mm.
Because I'm just kind of there. And I don't feel worry for him anymore at all.
Yeah.
I know that. I don't feel any worry for him.
What do you feel?
I see the cycle.
Mm.
I'm ready. I want to reincarnate again fast.
I see. When you say you see the cycle, what's that like?
I know when I went over, I know that I see the cycle. I see that I'm the natural way that you die and go back. At least I felt that.
So you're no longer specifically attached to that man?
No. I'm a lot smaller now.
You say you want to go back right away. Why? Do you know why?
I was wanting to learn the lessons. I learned to stand up for others more than I even learned to stand up for myself. I learned to fight for justice. I learned when I'm in service to others, I'm at my strongest. I can do a lot more when I'm doing for others than I ever could for myself. For sure.
Was that your purpose in that lifetime?
Yeah.
How did you help others?
In every way that's right. I love helping others. I've always loved helping others.
Wonderful. Do you get the sense where you'll reincarnate in the next life? What's that look like? Do you have a calling?
To go to something completely different.
Wonderful. Somewhere
to still ingrain the lessons of being more brilliant and being better when I'm in the consciousness of purely helping others.
So an even more
I become
pure
great
purpose.
when I'm helping others.
Wonderful. I want to drift away from this place and go to an appropriate place in time and space where some meaningful information awaits you. Let's go there now. What do you see? What are you experiencing?
It's sand, and I got a white robe on.
You have a white robe
I am
on.
very skinny.
You feel like male or female?
I'm a male. I'm very skinny. I'm a little older. There's sand.
You
I see a lot of sand.
just see sand, or is there
It's
anything
not
else?
white sand, though.
What color is it?
It's just not white. It's like sand. I'm in the Middle East.
Okay. What do you look like?
My white cloth, like robe, it's kind of sags off me.
Because you're so skinny?
I'm pretty skinny.
What are you wearing on your feet?
With like slipper things.
Are you carrying anything?
No.
Is anyone with you?
It's bare floors.
Oh, you're inside?
You go into things and you walk in and it's like you pull open the clock both ways. And it's bare floors. We sit on the floor.
What are you doing while you sit?
Just chanting.
Chanting. Do you know what you're chanting?
Things that are supposed to bring us peace. I'm not a big believer.
Yeah. What type of building are you in?
I am not the status quo. I do not live, breathe, and die religion.
You said you're not the status quo?
No. They're followers.
What are you?
There's camels. There's camels everywhere.
Lots of camels.
They're ugly.
What about these other people you're with? Are they familiar to you?
I don't really see them. I'm not really around a lot of people.
You just,
I haven't felt, I'm off.
you just kind of stay apart from them. Kind of contrary.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what a day in your life is like. What do you do? Do you have an occupation or role in the society?
I've had one.
What have you done?
I think I made masonry.
Mason? Made things like bricks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really fancy looking ones.
Oh. Are you an artist?
Not like, they're just like big.
Ah.
Like big special pieces that would be put at a... It's not buildings. They're like places. When things are make like fancy keystones
Ah.
or fancy symbols. It's very specialized and very prestigious mason work.
Mm.
But I kind of lost my pizzazz for it. I don't really care about all that. Becoming important and just staying the best at that didn't matter anymore.
Did it matter to you at one point?
I like being simple.
You like being what?
Simple.
Simple, I see. And before, when you were doing the complex mason work,
I was the best.
you're the best. Wonderful. Did those stones have meaning?
Some of them did. I put hidden meaning into some of them.
What type of hidden meaning?
I would grave in truce, little codes,
Yeah.
things that if the right person came across them would make them go, wow. I left my spiritual mark in them.
Ah. How did you do that? With symbols or with energy?
I graved in what people would say is hieroglyphics. It's not hieroglyphics, but it's symbol things.
Symbols.
Yeah. Like, let me find one.
Yes. What are you seeing?
A very, very tall archway. And it was arched at the very top, but it was skinny and really tall. With pillars, round pillars, going all the way up. And at the top of the archway was a really nice big keystone. And the part that was up against the right-hand side of the arch that nobody could see, I had basically written out every secret of the universe that I had found. I did it kind of as a joke sometimes. I mean, to be ornery.
Yeah.
But I knew that it might be important someday.
It's just for entertainment.
Way down the road.
And education.
It would take thousands of years probably for the best one to fall. For this one to come down.
Do you happen to hear what people call you? Do you have a name or designation? And if you don't, that's okay too.
Razio.
Razia?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I like my name.
Yeah. Do you have a family?
No.
Just alone?
Yeah, but everybody knows I'm a good person.
They can tell.
I'm always a good person.
So now that you're bored with that occupation, now that you're bored with that work, what do you turn your sights on to next?
The sun and the stars.
Oh. What messages do they have?
Big messages. I seek to go to that stuff. All the daily stuff is lost any value in my life, but I really shed a lot, and I'm happy. I don't have any stress. Just happy. Just happy. I don't even have to go off to a cave. People leave me alone. I can just walk around and be okay.
They don't bother you?
Not in a bad way. Just to converse with me makes you a weirdo, kind of. So but I'm not a bad guy, so they just kind of let me be.
Just kind of eccentric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it, though. It just cracks me up.
Do you have to do anything for a livelihood, like to get food or shelter or anything, or is that just provided?
I got food. I got rice.
So now that you're bored with...
That's why I'm so skinny, right? All I got's rice. I don't eat.
By choice?
I don't get to eat meat too much. You gotta be making money to eat meat.
So you're not very affluent?
I used to be. I'm not anymore.
Doesn't seem
I
like
still
you
got plenty
care.
of food. I can eat if I want to eat. I got food.
I see. And so now you've turned your sights to the sun and the stars. Nature?
Anything to do with the unseen.
What other unseen things make themselves known to you?
I just like anything that's unseen. Anything that's like mystical.
Yeah.
Or that is, I like all that. I like to wonder. Anything that makes you wonder.
Yeah. Now we're drifting forward to an important day. A day that's meaningful. What's happening? What do you see?
I don't know his name, but he's a prophet. He's very, very well known. He's changed the world all around here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Jesus at all. This is way past Jesus' time.
Mm-hmm. Before that?
No, in front of it.
After it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like hard ground. It's real wide. The way they have the town protected, it's like dug down.
Okay.
And then he speaks of nothing but peace. Wow. He speaks of nothing but love. And they try to say he's the violent one. This man is not violent. This man feels like just a great spirit. He feels bright. He feels like something that's better than the world. He was sitting there.
You watching it?
I protect him from afar.
You protect him?
He doesn't even know it, but he probably knows it.
What's that?
Well, I'm an oddball.
Yeah.
That's just the dog.
So you're listening to this message of peace.
We've built up this city haphazardly to protect us. Everybody thinks I'm a weak man, but I know I'm stronger than most.
What makes you strong?
So I just know I am.
Your faith in yourself?
I know it. And I know I have a special place because I get to protect him. I'm always around. I'm always a ways away. So it could happen really fast.
What do you think might happen?
We'll get attacked. We will get attacked. There's been things said in other cities. There's a big different groups that are getting together to war against him. Yes, the most beautiful, beautiful message.
How many people are listening to his message? Very many?
Everyone in this city, some in the other cities. Christianity is coming for us. The Christians are against us. They're against the message. They're against what the message would do.
Do they even know what the message is?
It's not of killing. It's not of acceptance of anything bad. It's the universal message of love for all. It's a brilliant message. It has nothing but light in it. I know.
Sounds like everyone who hears his message really resonates with it. Is that the case?
Yeah, we pray a lot. They pray a lot. I don't pray so much.
Does it feel different than...
Yeah, they think I'm a little bit... But I am for them. I'm definitely for him.
Is it different than when
He's
you were
shining
chanting in the past? The faith now?
It's a group of us. We chant and we say our we're putting our heads to the ground. If I pray, I'm praying in the very back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all the time. People that do all the regimens or have some fake in them, I don't go for any of that. That his message is true. It shines. He shines. And he came here to shine. I protect him.
Sounds like an important role.
I gave it to myself. I really gave that role to myself.
Mm.
He does have his bodyguards. I think it's a fake joke though, because I think if something happened to him, they would just move on and let go. It wouldn't be the same. He's better than a prophet. This guy. He has knowledge that no one else has.
How does he express that knowledge?
Simply. He's not overly strong. He's pretty skinny.
It's very simple.
We've got brown skin. Brown skin. The message is strong, but the amount of light and love behind him is what really, he's been sent.
On this day where you're listening to his message, where are you?
I can see like little pony walls. There's like small walls. And you can kind of see over. I'm like in an open area. It's like open. It's like half walls.
So the town itself is
big
sunken.
Bricks, a lot of bricks.
Kind of sunken down in.
It's cut. It's entrenched. The trench is cut all the way around it.
Okay. So it sounds like the important part of this day is hearing his message and understanding you're a certain protector of this man. Is that right?
I just know I'm in a good spot to protect him.
I see.
Kind of like I'm like the one that everybody would be thinking would be the one that would get him or something.
Yeah.
But me knowing all along, I lollygag around to protect our best.
I see.
This man is by far the most amazing man I've ever met in my life. And I love just him being alive and being close to me. He's that bright. And that's why I love doing what I do. I got no problems in this life. Everybody, I feel like I'm doing my perfect bidding.
Wonderful. Let's go ahead and drift forward to another important time for you in that lifetime. Let's go ahead and drift forward to another meaningful event in the lifetime of that man. And now you're there, and tell me what's happening.
Moved away from that city.
Any people or just you?
Some people died. There was a fairly big attack, but we had lived, some of them, like half, which was pretty bad.
The Prophet, was he okay?
Yeah. There's more of a miracle how we're not all killed.
What happened?
It makes sense. We kind of went on the offensive.
Mm-hmm. Against who?
A paid army by Christians.
Christian mercenaries.
There was a lot of them. More than us, for sure. But we know that we know why we're going in. And we know why they're doing what they're doing.
They're just following orders.
They're never going to fight to the death.
Right. That came into play.
Yeah. We kind of started hunting them down. We We went to their city when they weren't there. Almost positive they're out looking for us.
I see.
We didn't kill their women and kids.
Just the fighters.
Just the idiotic men. Ones that said stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ones that thought it was all a game that we were there.
No,
We weren't just going to sit there and have them come to us.
Right.
Because they were not going to stop.
How do you feel about that now, on this day?
I feel like everything that's going on is the right reasons. Everything's okay. I think there's a higher purpose here. There is. I don't feel like we're succumbed and that we're evil. I don't think we're doing anything wrong. We didn't leave where the women and kids were not going to eat or anything.
Yeah. So it sounds like based on the alternative, you were being merciful.
Better than they would have been to us.
Mm.
They would have killed all of our women.
Where are you on this day? You're in a different city, you said?
Yeah. Flourishing city.
What's happening now around you?
I just have a lot of anxiety.
Do you know why?
There could be men that are hiding or out of the way. They think they can kill me. Kill one of us singled out, they will. So it's just always anxiety. But we're figuring out where to go to next to suppress them. We want to suppress their ability to come after us. We really don't want war. We don't want hurt or killing. We don't want anything to do with killing.
So is that what you're doing now, discussing that, or just thinking about it?
I stay out of the main group of men that talk.
Mm-hmm. I see where they're coming from. And the man running everything, he's still in charge. And I trust him all the way. I trust his heart. Is that the prophet or someone else?
Yeah, it's
the prophet.
But he's more. I just gotta. Why can't I see your name? What is your name? What is your name? Muhammad.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So what happens as these talks progress?
It still hasn't gone bad.
What goes bad?
They're throwing the kitchen sink at us from every direction. They lie on him all the time. They make him out to be a womanizer and a killer. But he's the exact opposite.
You do this to try to minimize his message?
I don't want anything to do with his message. His message was the same as Jesus's.
Why do they persecute him?
That's what he yells. He's against the evil. He knows that if he sits back, then eventually they'll come get him and erode away as the message, just like Jesus. And so we're going to get the best. We're trying to get the biggest, most powerful, the evil ones. That's what he's trying to do. That's why he's trying to figure out ways to poison them. Poison their leaders and stuff. The most evil of the guys that run the places and stuff. He's very smart. He's trying to he's always trying to seek out what is right. He's always going within to find what's right. He's so perfect. That man's perfect.
Can we see what happens? Are you able to condense time and move forward and tell me what happens in the life of this man and this prophet?
I was going up a castle stairs. I'm going up a castle stairs and they're steep.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big dinner. Some kind of big dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to surprise him. They had semi-armed. They were soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
They were waiting for us at the back door when we came up. It was their getaway spot. We were trying to go through their back door.
Yeah. But they were there?
Yeah, 5 or 6 of them. There's 3 of us. Yeah. We were slain. We were stabbed down right there.
That's how you died? Was the prophet with you?
No.
Just you? And your fellow men?
I was sent.
Wonderful.
They would never expect me and the 2 guys that were coming to be the ones that would be sent. We weren't the big, strong ones.
Yeah.
We were supposed to sneak attack. But they knew we were coming. I don't really know. They were just there. They were alert and everything when we opened the door. They're going to hurt us so they know about it.
Now, from that perspective, you can see that man's whole life. And you can look back over it and tell me what were the lessons that he was learning in that lifetime. What did he learn?
To shed my ego and act in faith.
To shed your ego and act on faith?
Act
Yeah. What else?
I did a great job. I did a really good job.
Wonderful. What other lessons did that man learn?
I think that was definitely the main lesson.
Wonderful. What was his purpose in that lifetime? How did he help others?
To protect Muhammad so that he could shine. I was important. I was a lot more important than I'd ever get recognized as, though.
Even though you were the odd man.
That was good for my ego. That was good for me to shed my ego.
So being different helped you lose your ego when you needed to? Is that what I understand?
I feel like it's I feel like I didn't want to be like all those guys with their war story kind of deals and their positioning. I quickly sank away from that, and they didn't really. I wasn't close to anyone. I got to digest it all by myself.
Didn't have to conform.
Yeah, I can't conform. I loved knowing that I was doing everything for the right reasons. That was an important spot for me. That was an important lifetime there. I did some beautiful things. I left some great keystones. I left some great messages. Kind of the unknown warrior.
Well, it sounds like you really fulfilled your purpose in that lifetime.
There's a lot that got learned. I came a long way spiritually there. Yeah.
Wonderful. Anything else that you see looking back over that lifetime that you want to mention now? What are you seeing?
It's just so special to be so close to him. Oh my God. How lucky and fortunate I was to be so close to him.
It sounds beautiful. Did everybody feel like that in his presence?
Took him for granted.
You took him for granted?
He didn't work miracles. So they never came at him like he was an angel or that he was like a divine thing. They had fits of jealousy sometimes against him. He was the most respectful man to women. He honored them as divine. He's so beautiful. I see that. He was beautiful.
It sounds wonderful. Sounds like quite an honor just to have had that experience.
Later in life, me and him had our very special relationship.
A special conversation.
I think he loved me so much. He loved my purity. He recognized my sincerity. He did all he did. He didn't even notice me at first for a long time. Oh, someone he would really, really talk to. It would be just me and him. He'd want to talk to me for a long time. For hours. Sometimes 2 hours. We would go away and he would be sitting on the ground. He'd be moving things, little rocks and stuff, moving around and talking to me. We'd come up with little plans to help out the good. To help out the light. He moved around physical things to help the light. He would talk to me about everything. The wonders. I was where he got his spiritual, mystical conversation from. He trusted me that much.
You're very trustworthy.
I'm so honored by him. He's honored me. He honored me.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and drift away. When you're ready. Once you're ready, you can drift away from that lifetime. Or drifting and floating away from the life of that man. We'll leave him there. Thank you so much. I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Matt to see today. Tell me, what did you bring forward these scenes? Let's talk about that first lifetime. What was important about that native man, that chief?
To have the role, it's important. That I have the deep, deep need to seek for justice, to work for justice, to expose injustice, no matter what the cost. Even if it's something that doesn't bother me or affect me, right? It doesn't need to affect me firsthand for me to have the same amount of desire that I need to have to fight for it. What's right?
So Matt doesn't need to be personally affected to take up the cause for justice. How's that playing into his life?
It should affect me more so, depending on the level of the injustice and the innocent that's involved.
Mm-hmm.
More so than how much it affects me.
So Matt can practice modulating that? Is that what you're showing me right now?
Yeah.
Can you describe
It's
it?
better for things not to, well, if it's not my business, the world shows to stay out of it. But depending on the dark, the evil involved, someone's got to go and stand up. Someone's got to go and fight and expose it. Someone has to work righteously on the behalf of the innocent.
Like that chief. That was his rule.
Yeah, he became the chief of a small village.
Has Matt had that role in many lifetimes?
Yeah.
What was special about this one?
One of many. Because he was one that stood to gain the most by plundering.
Ah.
He was one of the... Oh, fuck. I was the head chief's brother.
Oh. That must have been difficult.
And I was the baddest. I could have got most of it all. But it would have never been right.
How did he know that in that lifetime?
It's not anything taught, that's just there. I know.
Just knew
I couldn't. What do I do? Hold those things knowing there's so much bad energy to them. Hold the face of a woman who's been raped and killed. I don't think so. Most of the people wouldn't have gone against it. And I had to leave quickly with the ones that didn't want anything to do with it. There was women there. Half the women that came with me had warrior husbands that had died. They hated it. That's why they didn't want to be there.
Must have been hard to make that decision, even if you knew it was right.
It really wasn't.
Hmm.
It really wasn't. I had no other choice. I'm fucking huge, though.
Are you as big as your brother?
I'm a lot bigger than him.
Hmm.
He's big. I'm like 6'9" and huge. Those that love touched on I was.
Can you tell us, why did that man die when he did in that lifetime? What happened?
I might have ate something poisonous accidentally. Because I got sick and it was a fever, but I didn't expect to die, and neither did anybody that came to see me. That was a good lifetime.
I know the subconscious mind has the records of all the reasons for things and can tell us more cosmic information about those patterns. Is there any particular reason that he died when he did, or why it was important that it was a surprise?
was time to move on. If the lessons were learned. It was stagnant, and it wouldn't have been much more learned.
Is that why is that why he wanted to reincarnate so quickly after he left that life?
Say it again.
Is that why he wanted to reincarnate so quickly after he died?
Yeah.
No, so he could keep learning those lessons.
I have a strong. Yes.
Wonderful.
On a very fast learning curve. I want the lessons force fed to me. That's what I feel right there.
Wonderful. So the next lifetime that you showed him was...
Cheering me on in the middle of that lifetime.
Right.
You're cheering me on. I'm telling them I'm okay. I'm ready to go again. They love me.
You can feel that positive energy.
I can feel it. I can see them. They cheer me on.
Is that your team?
They champion me.
What do they feel like?
Pure love. It's fucking full of love.
What do they look like?
You kind of got blonde hair.
Is that your ascended form?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I have blonde hair. It's not real long. I have to see it in the mirror right now. It's like halfway down my forehead, kind of like pointing together, like with mousse or something, but not mousse.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I got blonde hair, then I got black eyelashes, and eyebrows, and I kind of goatee like I do now. I could.
Is that his angelic form? You wanted to know if Matt's an angel.
We're all very ascended. Every single person around is very ascended.
How can you use
Everyone's
this?
an angel. What's an angel?
How can everyone use the angelic part of themselves to move forward and keep embodying higher versions of themselves?
Fall more into love with love.
Focus on love?
Fall more into love with love.
Oh, fall more into love with love. Is that what the Prophet was all about?
I'm not sure if I've ever felt all the loving spirit ever in my lifetimes that I can none those. Not even close to this one. Nothing that's even remotely close to it. I got to just be around and just be in this constant state of awe.
What's special about the state of awe?
I would say to resonate with it. Just always be in a great feeling of awe. Not being in a group with egos. Worried about what the other people are doing, this and that. Just to be in pure joy and awe.
Wonderful.
It's just wonderful. So learn to resonate with that. I started resonating with that in the physical plane. I recognized that feeling. And I knew that was the way to go. That's how I can always grab it. That's why I could latch on to a higher vibration stuff quicker. I recognize that. That was so beautiful.
It sounds pretty simple. Why do some people find it hard?
I find everything hard.
Earth seems like a very limiting place.
The most limiting.
You said it's the most limiting? Why do we come here to experience this?
You can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
So this is the biggest challenge?
I haven't come here a bunch of times.
You haven't?
I dip in and dip out.
How many incarnations would you say you've experienced on Earth?
Not very often back to back at all. It was for important reasons. Very important times or reasons. They were not never back to back to back.
Is there a particular star system that Matt identifies with, or a place of origin that would bring him more information? Where's that?
Everyone around here is Pleiadian.
Pleiadian. His social circle is mostly Pleiadian.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
There's more, though.
What other traits does he have, or homeworlds does he have? What are you showing him?
I made a joke with him.
Can you share it?
I told him Uranus.
What else are you showing him?
We're a group.
There's a group.
Group.
Is it a group of people or stars?
We all look to serve wherever we can serve the very best. Wherever we stand to gain the most service. We're professionals at removing dark.
You've done this in many incarnations. Does that have to do?
This was a tough mission. This was the toughest.
The Earth mission or a particular mission?
This one.
Earth one.
Yeah.
What are you finding tough about it?
Took so many to get the job done. Because there's so much to do.
What's left to be done? What are we working on now?
Bringing the light.
And how can Matt do that
Shine
even
light.
more effectively? What are some limitations that he's putting on himself that can be taken away so he can shine that light even more brightly?
He needs to stop his judgment on this.
What will he notice when he stops judging so much?
He won't be judged. That's what he knows. But he doesn't catch judgments. Simple math.
So there'll be less judgment in the world if he stops judging.
He will see less judgments.
He'll see less judgments. Wonderful. What's his relationship with the angels? Archangel Michael, Raphael.
This is not their only mission together.
So they've known each other in other roles.
They've been, yeah. It's actually been, been times that he's been at the helm.
Who has?
There's been times he's been at the helms with them.
Wonderful. Can you show him some of those times? Describe the other missions and what they did?
There was a really small planet, and the AI was starting in different ways there. When you going into it, they were trying to do a more of a quantum takeover, and if it started, it would be out of control really fast.
So what did you do?
We brought in bugs, like really bright lightning bugs. And they were like light amplifiers.
Wow.
And we organically subdued them with higher vibration.
Oh, that sounds
It
beautiful.
was beautiful.
Sounds like Earth is a little bit trickier than that one.
Yeah, whole different game.
Yeah. Are some of the same techniques used, just in different ways?
Not so much.
What techniques are used on Earth?
Everyone has to awaken out on their own free will.
The free will makes a big difference.
That planet was totally different. That was a completely different situation there.
Sounds almost like a practice mission compared to this one.
Yeah. This one took many lifetimes of having to learn how to wake up and naturally be for the light in a way where I went through so many lifetimes of having to I would naturally fight for the depraved, the weak, the ones that couldn't. Even if it didn't affect me. Earth is a crazy place. They have several layers of programming that people will put their head in the sand unless it's directly at their doorstep. And the very brightest and strongest have to feel compelled to serve the weak.
One of Matt's questions was how he can support his 3D friends and how he can support those people that aren't awake yet. What would you tell them?
Stay away from them and raise your vibration.
To just act as a good example?
You can only concentrate on himself.
Concentrate on self.
The bigger and brighter that he becomes, the more it will shine and help them. He knows it. He needs to leave him alone.
What tools are going to help him?
He has a baby to worry about. He has a no.
What are you seeing?
My baby.
Tell us about him. How does he play into this?
The mission's a lot easier now that he's here. Now that we got to this point. If we got to this point, it was already game, set, match. The energy inside of that baby is enough to freaking
Sounds like he's a catalyst.
what an honor it is.
What are your roles as his parents?
He's helping complete us. We're not completing him. He is a perfect, untarnished being. He is. He's so. He is a golden gift. His vibration is of such. So close to reconnecting with Source. Of going back into Source. It's very special for him to even be able to incarnate.
Is it like the times that Matt was around the Messiah, the Prophet?
What?
What are you seeing? He has the same energy.
He has the same exact energy.
So it sounds like you know him very well. Is your role to protect him like you did in the other life? Do you have a different role in this life?
Yeah, I have to. And no one will protect him the way I will.
Does that also come from being the odd man?
I'm the one that deserves to do this.
You're the one that's qualified.
I'm the one without the agendas.
It sounds like an
I just want to. Yeah. Maybe my most important job ever. Special is easy for anyone to see, but like how special. Can you wrap your brain around it?
Is there anything that Matt needs to know, or any advice you can give him to help him complete this very special task?
We're so pleased with him.
Sounds like he's come a long
Matt
way.
is fine.
Can you show him his progress?
He's ripe.
In his prime, like that chief?
No, he is. In the ways that he stated he is. He is. His heart is in the perfect place. He protects the tree from the world, and he knows it. And he really does know that. It has nothing to do with him. That season, he will. I'm going to see him.
I know we're talking about Matt mostly this session, but can you tell us more about Laura and her role? What do you see?
Confirming with Matt what he sows. They are perfect reflections for each other.
Wonderful.
They're perfect catalysts causes, the right cognizant things, step by step, that I need to see at just the right times. And I give her just the right rope to keep letting go of so she falls and empowers herself. Like an honorary sister would.
I see. What was Matt's decision to incarnate on Earth like? Was there a specific time that he made that decision, or did he have a calling to come here to help? Can you show him that decision? What does it look like?
So after Jesus was crucified, the angels were brought in. When the great plan was put together, to liberate Earth. My name is Raziel.
What were the messages that you left in the keystones when you were incarnated as Raziel on Earth?
Messages of the third eye. And messages of universal love and oneness.
Can we find them today? Will they be found in the future?
Some have been found. Some have been found.
Can Matt use these messages in his waking life on a daily basis? Or does he already?
He does.
That's wonderful. What's the purpose of the great evil? What's the purpose of that negative force that seems to be so sticky around Earth? Does it serve us?
Universal consciousness loves to express itself. There's all types of different expressions. Even the universal consciousness is the dark side of us. That's what planet Earth is. The Great Transmutation. Renamed the Great Awakening. God,
It sounds
everything's in divine perfect order. There's many strong that are we all here. We love. We have great joy doing our jobs. We're playing.
What's it like where you are? Is there still contrast and suffering? Or is it all joy in the collective?
There's nothing other love. There's only love. There's only love.
You want a different expression?
Earth
you have to
Collective?
come down to earth.
Do you mean Earth Collective? Do you mean the Earth Collective?
Both. I'm curious about both.
Earth is being transformed into every other planet that is seen throughout the galaxy except for very few. There's only enough dark in the universe so that the light is recognized, so that you know the difference. That's it.
Just enough for contrasts?
Yes.
Sake.
Perfect description.
Wonderful. And that contrast is just an expression, a facet of the universe.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's a facet for everything, right? It's just the smallest amount of dark.
How's Matt's body holding up? Can we go for another 15 or 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I wanted to know about his physical body, his lower back, and when he was injured there. Can you tell us about that? Is there still healing that can be done on that vertebra?
It's being done.
You're doing it now?
It'll be released when it's time.
Do you have an idea when that will be?
Soon, real soon.
How will
It's
you know?
almost all the way gone. It's very little there. Just to give him reminders.
Is there an affirmation or an emotion that can be placed in that vertebra that will expand his healing or accelerate it? Was there an emotion there that caused that injury to be drawn to that particular place in his body?
Control.
Control. So does that mean as he's giving up control, he's able to heal?
He is.
So what's an emotion?
He sees that too.
Wonderful.
He just doesn't know how to. He couldn't word it.
Yeah.
He knows that it's getting better. And once he completely lets go, that's when it'll completely be healed.
And what's the opposite of that need to feel like he's in control?
Faith.
Faith. Wonderful. So we can put that affirmation of faith into that disc, into that vertebra.
Once he's in full faith,
Wonderful.
he'll be in full health.
Is there
Not just physically,
everywhere?
every way.
Wonderful. What does that faith look like? If you can imagine a color or a shape going into that back.
So many others. What?
What does the faith look like? If you can imagine it going into his back. Is it a color or a shape? What does this healing look like after it's all done?
It's a little ball, little pink, lighted ball of faith. He'll choose it now.
Wonderful. It sounds like you'll help him plant those seeds of faith in that area.
Now that he knows.
Wonderful. Can you tell us about his son? How can he be most effective and create the most happiness for his son?
Spend time loving him energetically.
What's that?
He needs to spend time loving him energetically.
I see. So reach out with his energy and love him.
Yes.
Does he know exactly how to do that? Or can you help show him?
You should give him 5 minutes a day
Okay.
at his most peaceful time. gets to also send his mother unconditional love.
Wonderful. Is Matt a first waver? Or how does he identify?
Came in an angel. He is very important. He already knows it. It's not so much a first wave.
More angelic.
More angelic. He was always going to be. Yeah. It wasn't a matter of if he woke up.
Yeah. I think I've asked all the questions that Matt brought into the session. What other questions might he want to know the answers to? Or what else can you show him while you're here?
He's dropped the clear glass that's between us. He can hear. He sees. He already knows. It's gentle pushes and he feels them. He feels them every time. We're already there. If he wanted to worry so much, he wouldn't have needed to do it 2 or 3 years ago.
I love that.
Too deep into it, and things are too good. We're deep in the 4th quarter. We're way up. Now it's time just to shine and make all the good happen faster. There's no messing up. He just needs to enjoy his life.
Sounds like he's been training for this.
He's the right guy for the job.
What are you telling him?
What he already knows.
I know he'll appreciate that. Sometimes we forget, don't we?
He's right there. He can hear you.
How will these sessions benefit Matt? What do they help him with?
Clarity.
Wonderful.
Reassurance. He doesn't need any more direction. He needs to let go of the controls and be in faith. He doesn't have to direct it any different. He needs to take his hands off the wheel and get him up in the air.
What can he have faith in?
Perfection of universal consciousness, the universe.
What's he seeing now?
How everything's come full circle.
You can see those patterns?
Yeah.
The connections?
He needs to know he's almost done with his contract.
And then what will
He
he do?
needs to know whatever he wants.
Is that a relief for him?
A big relief.
Was he scared he might be trapped?
No.
Is he scared
He's
it might
just
take a long time?
exhausted.
Exhausted. That's understandable. Sounds like he's gone through a lot of work.
He's ready to have it all good again. He knows.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He hears everybody. He sees all the stuff, and all the stuff he's learned. He knows what he's going back to. And he's ready.
does he feel you? How does he sense you're there?
Sometimes he doesn't. But I can just be the thought, and he goes with it, and then he'll recognize right afterwards he was led, and about how he didn't even pick up on it at all. And he's just, the more and more he goes to that comfortable faith in his heart space, life, then he's led easier. He knows he's surrounded by angels, but he's surrounded by he knows he's claircognizant. He knows he just knows. He knows what he knows. He'll get different things and then it's just there. He has a lot of sudden knowing. He sees that he's never led astray whenever he goes with it. His faith is great. He just has to let go all the way. He has a lot of faith. He just gotta let go.
What will help him do that?
This.
Wonderful. Working in these brain states?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Do you have any other
The most
messages?
important thing he needs to do is fall for faith. Have complete faith in faith.
So fall in love with love and fall for faith. Have complete faith in faith.
Faith in faith.
Yeah. Faith cubed.
Faith in faith. And keep falling in love with love. The rest is child's play. You don't even gotta look at the rest.
Is that what that simple man learned?
He has learned in this lifetime that all simple things, all the greatest things are really simple. All the greatest things out there that he finds are really simple. It doesn't have to be complex. Things are complex and hard, and they're not where he needs to place his attention. He needs to be emotionally focused on faith and love.
Beautiful. And since his body is getting tired, and now I'm going to ask the subconscious mind to recede to where it belongs with much love and much thanks for the help and information it's been